Steve Wolfhard, an artist and writer for Adventure Time, released this storyboard for Season 8, Episode 1, Two Swords. Finn and Jake contend with a mysterious but familiar new being. The new episode will air on January 23rd, 2017. Who else is hyped for the soon-to-be-released Season 8? Hey, really quick before we jump into the theory, if you want to be a part of my giveaways and want to talk to me about the next videos before they are released, please join the Facebook group. Link is down in the description. Pause the video and do it now. I'll wait. Welcome back. Members of this group will get direct access to me and have many opportunities to get free stuff, like my next big giveaway event when I hit 10,000 subscribers. Okay, here we go. Aaron S. has given us his thoughts once again. The grass sword is known to be a cursed object, but what is it cursed with? We see a piece of it crawl inside of the dead Finn sword, and it manifests into the grass thing when the grass detects the entity inside the Finn sword. The sword itself is rather interesting. It's the body of an alternate Finn transformed into a weapon, with the living soul trapped inside the crystal. You remember the thing about liches storing their souls in other objects?
I'm guessing that the Lich is very similar to a Lich in other fantasy worlds. In that, a Lich is simply a magic user, usually a necromancer, that through a very lengthy and expensive ritual has separated their soul and body, with the soul being bound to an object called a phylactery, and the body being an undead creature. If the undead body is killed, it takes between 1 to 10 days for a new body to be formed from the phylactery. This essentially means that so long as the phylactery is intact, the Lich could live forever.
The grass sword, as mentioned, is a cursed item. The thing about curses is that they are meant to be absorbed by something living. They're like a magical parasite, lying dormant on or in something until it detects a host and latches on. The curse behind the grass sword was probably an entity sealed away in the blade, which is a traditional RPG method of dealing with things. When the grass sword bound itself to Finn, there was a creature inside trying to attach itself to Finn. When he accepted the grass sword, he was accepting the creature, and it formed a symbiotic bond with him, similar to when Spider-Man fought in the Space Arena tournament and got a parasitic organism to act as his suit. We see how well that turned out for him, forming Venom and subsequently Carnage. The physical imprint Princess Bubblegum found in Finn after the grass sword beefed up and was ripped off was actually this foreign entity. The blood of the Citadel Guardian reverted the age of the cursed sword and possibly the being within until it grew out as a tree and formed an arm for its host. And for a time, things were okay. However, during the fight with the thief, it took notice that Finn's sword was the same person it had bonded with. The contact would allow it to examine the sword. When the Finn sword was pierced, the creature detached itself from Finn and pressed its essence into the tip of the grass sword. The tip broke off, and the creature slid into the now sword-shaped human corpse, possessing it as its own body. Grass sword and the hidden being were now separate. I suspect the grass sword was made as a grass wizard's means of defense, able to defend the wizard at a moment's notice without requiring the wizard to shift focus. This property would be inherent to the sword and reason for why the blade still works for Finn.
Hey, thanks for watching. Happily ever after gaming, man.